welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Dropping back, it's Ware. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Dupree. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Ware. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Turning it on! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grab near the sticks. It's Yates. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pocket breaking down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled him. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Return is tackled out at the 41, and your Arkansas Razorbacks will take over 1st and 10.
The long 58-yard attempt backfires, and now the offense is set up in plus territory around the 41. Looking for a man. It's Ware. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Dupree. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Off the RGO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take out scrambling to help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arkansas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period. We look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The pitch to the left. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Ware. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to pull his way out. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him, and he's still running after the move. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get...
He'll take a deep shot here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Ware. That's reeled in, it's Yates. There he goes! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play.
Running free! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Wants to throw again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Ware. Caught close to the marker, it's Wilkins. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get get this drive going from the 17. Keeps it on the draw.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Right on target this time. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch and stride inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Trojans in the hurry-up. Using his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. This quarterback part of their running game. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. The give. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to slam in. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Ware. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! The offense this team has dominated this game. Impressive, to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he's coming out of the end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for a huge play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.